Hey, girl.
Hi. So nice of you to join us.
Tell the world I was late.
You were late, obviously. I had to start the countdown 5 times.
Let me tell you why I was late. Because I made beef tacos for Elijah and I had no cheese. And when I worked out, my timing went over. So therefore, I had to go to the store to get beef taco cheese. So that's why.
I don't have any sympathy for you in this situation. So you were late because of beef taco cheese and you decided to work out longer than you should have.
Yep.
Are you
Well,
looking
no,
for
not
sympathy?
really. I had to shorten my workout, to be very honest. But I
Are you
apologize.
looking for sympathy?
No,
Here,
I
the sympathy
apologize.
does
I just
not
wanted to give
reflect
you
here.
I just wanted to give you an explanation. That was all.
So why
It's
did
not
Sean know that
crazy.
you were going to be late? You were on the phone with
Because
her,
she
I'm
called
guessing.
me. She called me and I was in the car, literally coming into the house. And I was like, oh, I looked at my thing and it said, oh, she's okay. Anyways, thank you. You look nice.
Of
Would
course,
you
I had time to get ready.
would you like to start with your Still I Rise?
Nope, I don't have one.
You don't? Okay. Well, I have a
Mm-mm.
Mac moment. So, if everybody if you've been following me on Instagram, you realize that there is something called Jijo. Jijo is my new virtual studio. I'm a part of the Jijo team. I'm one of their Genesis trainers. A Genesis trainer is basically a certified trainer who not only trains for the company, but also has stock in the company, works with partnerships, helps build the company up. So it's pretty awesome. If you have been following me, most likely you signed up for a free class. You can actually get a free private training class or a free group class. So definitely go to my Instagram page we're live. The page is absolutely live. You can go to my Instagram page and there should be a link where you can click on the link and actually sign up for a class, or you'll see my schedule. So it's a one-stop shop, or you can go to my website, tashamacfitness.com, click on classes, and it should take you straight to my page where you'll see where the classes are. All group fitness classes are $7. Training one-on-one classes, that's my business. So I'm not going to tell you. And yeah, so we went live. You've probably heard me talking about Jijo over the last couple of months. And we've partnered with quite a few companies. Yes. And we were in Times Square. So it kind of tells you, they actually match you up. Thank you, Dan, for pulling it up. They actually match you up for what you like. So if you like hip hop music, then you will actually, hey, there's me. So if you like hip hop music, you'll actually be matched with a trainer that has plays hip hop music. If you want a female trainer, you'll be matched with a female trainer that plays hip hop music and is over the age of 40, stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Right now, you can get free classes that are paid for by Jijo. So definitely take advantage of it. And I'm even wearing my Jijo shirt, some Jijo merch, because I love Jijo and I love merch. So just in honor of Jijo. So definitely log in. If you kind of see, there's me on the front page, and there's other people that do different things, meditation, yoga, low impact classes, tons of things. And so as Danielle's walking through it, you can literally go into a client sign up. You can connect with your Google or your Facebook. It's super easy. So I definitely recommend everyone go sign up. It's free classes right now. So you can't really get that wrong. And then even when it isn't free, it's $7 because I made it $7. So that is my Mac moment. Any questions about Jijo, Dan?
No, I don't have any questions about Jijo.
And you don't have a Still I Rise.
No, I don't have a Still I Rise, but I can show everybody my shirt that I have. It's from Slutty Vegan.
Ooh.
And it says Martin, Ebenezer, Sweet Auburn, and Slutty Vegan.
Oh, I love it.
In fact, I really love Slutty Vegan a lot. And I wish there was one closer to me. Well, it's not that far, but you're not able to eat inside. Not because of the pandemic, but because it's not an option.
What do you mean?
Not at the 2 locations that are closest to me. There's nowhere to eat.
Inside?
Well, there's an inside because obviously that's where the stove is. But one location is like a walk situation.
Like the walk
You walk, and then you get your food and you're out. And another location is where you can get like merch and stuff, but it's still not really anywhere for you to sit down and eat.
You can eat and get merch?
No, you can't eat anywhere. Not at the locations that I've gone to, which is Abernathy and Edgewood. But
that's pretty interesting. I didn't know that.
It's so good that you just drive all the way home and or just eat in your car. So,
do you see people eating in the car?
Mm-hmm. When you go to the one on Edgewood, I think. I can't remember. There's one near a neighborhood. Well, they're both near neighborhoods. The one not near Martin Luther King's house.
Okay.
It's strictly neighborhood. Like you park in a neighborhood and you walk. Like you're just gonna have to sit in the car.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's an experience for sure. But I would definitely take you to the one that's by Martin Luther King's house because merch and stuff. Yeah, like there's shirts and jackets and hats. And
was it like in that little area?
Yes, right by the house, right by his house.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know it was over there.
Yeah, that's why she made these shirts. Like it's right near everything. So you guys have a chance to check Slutty Vegan out in Atlanta.
I would love to know who's watching.
Apparently no one. I don't know who these 10 people are, but they're not very live.
There's 11.
It really goes in with the theme of our show tonight, which is the dead. Apparently that's what
probably that's probably why I'm late.
I'm glad Marquita is laughing.
That's probably why I'm late. But that's probably why I'm late because I've been immersed in research today.
That's not why you're late. You're late because of the beef tacos and the cheese. Okay, let's not get it twisted here.
Oh wow! Look, hello.
There they are. Our two faithful Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Look, there's one, and
there's two. Always love them guys. Oh, okay. Right. Latoya said they're not dead. Okay, y'all not the Walking Dead. Thank you, Latoya, girl.
Good to know.
Now too. I love that.
Yeah. All right, so I guess we can bring Marquita in a little early. They'll give us some more time to talk about our situation that we just our topic for tonight that people may not know a lot about. So while we're bringing Marquita in and hot topics, feel free to Google the Amneville house murders. So if you guys are like, what is going on? Why are they doing this? Well, we're those sisters that something happens and we Google and we YouTube and we watch documentary after documentary and we tell each other don't watch it at night or save that for the morning. Things like that. That's us.
So stay tuned. We'll have Marquita come in right after this. Sorry, guys.
She's doing a magic trick.
I'm sorry. I guess me turning off my camera messed things up.
Or y'all that did all this research and got them spirits in your house.
Possibly. Listen, I have to go to the bathroom really quick. So you guys,
it's so cute because the little white circle is like jumping.
Yeah,
kind of weird. Okay. Well, as she goes to the restroom, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you? I love my shirt today. It says, nope, not today.
Not today.
And I said that a lot of times today. Was I going to wash my hair? Nope, not today. Y'all going to have to catch this old washing go today. Look at you. Your lights is going out. I'm going to go ahead and head on out. I'm going to say my piece and I'm going to head on out.
Actually, can you head on over here and come and get me?
I don't got time for no spooky. I don't got time for none of that. I don't got time for none of that.
Oh my God.
I don't mess with the spirits. So y'all can have this topic tonight. But I just wanted to say, I actually have a Still I Rise moment today. Danielle, Black folks, according to Tim Scott and Kamala Harris, America is no longer racist. Yes! And There's no, we don't, you know what? We don't even need to rise no more. The reason we have risen. There's no more. There's the racism is gone in America, guys. It's gone.
I don't know. I don't know if she meant that. I don't know if she meant that.
She meant that. We knew Kamala Harris thought that it wasn't any more racist when she wore them wheat thin Tims to that construction site. So she been out of the loop. We didn't went ahead and counted her out. Thank you for showing our daughters that there is a darker complexion in the White House, but ma'am, you're not.
Is it your praying?
Might be reading her shirt again. She just, you know how you just feel so down and you just gotta go back. You gotta get centered. She just.
I was really reflecting on, how much we really were cheering for her, and I was a true Kamala supporter.
But here's what I want to say, and I don't want to sound like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to send any of y'all, any woke merch or anything like that. But did we really think that either parties of the government was for us? We just picked the less racist, but we didn't pick no racist.
No, I agree. And I do feel like this is a conversation that we should have. A bigger one.
Okay.
I do agree, but I also think that we also probably felt like at a certain point, now I'm thinking is the point where we know that America is racist. There's no denying it. So I think that's why we're a little shocked. But I'm shocked by Kamala. I'm not shocked by Tim Scott. He's a Black Republican.
Right. I agree with that. I mean,
I'm shocked.
I'm not really shocked by her. I'm not really shocked by her.
I'm shocked by anybody that would say it with a straight face. The fact that neither one of them laughed when they said that America, I feel as though it doesn't really matter. I say this, it doesn't really matter what type of Black you are, you Black. And so you have to be, I don't know what America they was talking about. I don't know if they was talking about West America or if there's a secret America, maybe that they were, you know what I'm saying? Maybe
I'm guessing they were talking about North America.
Maybe they are part of the Illuminati and their secret society is in another America that we don't know about. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why they're saying these things. Maybe because it's not racist for them. And maybe they can say that it's not racist. A lot of the times that when people don't know the struggle and they cannot relate to the struggle, then they don't think that it is a struggle.
But Tim Scott said he could relate to the struggle. And then he went on to say that there is no racism in America. Let's go on, girl. I can't even deal with him.
This is a bigger topic, guys.
I have to be petty for 1 minute.
Okay.
For 1 minute. The last time we talked about politics, things didn't go well.
Oh no, we will never have that here.
Yeah,
not with this crew. Okay, we're all in the same book at least. So this is no blood. I'm just I know Marquita has at least.
I had to say it. I'm sorry.
Listen, I know Marquita has at least 10 more topics for us, and we only have but so much time.
Yes, I gotta let y'all get back to the ghosting thing.
You see my lights? You see my lights been flashing, Danielle?
No, yeah. She got something going on. She gonna have y'all get ready to have a guest, and y'all did not even know it. Out here, YouTubing these spooky ass videos. Somebody's gonna come in like.
Hey, you called me?
Or like the people doing on the news when they're behind the news crew.
Photo bombing.
Okay, what else do you have for us?
Okay. In other ridiculous news, Caitlyn Jenner, who is running for California's governor, mayor, head of taco stands. I don't know what she's running for in California. But she claims that if you were born a biological boy and you become transgender, you should not be able to participate in women's sports. It's her stance, and she wants to ban that. And
that's not really what her people. What she's.
LGBTQIA and other letters. I don't know what letter Caitlyn Jenner is. Just like I don't know if Tim Scott and Kamala Harris got a little black in them. I don't really know what letter she is because she talking about she trying to be. But here's the thing about it. Like, I feel like there's so much time wasted because they have now started to acknowledge that you can put that your gender is X. So I'm trying to figure out what we need to worry about, what sports and categories we're going to put them in, because we now this
is messy.
Tonight is messy and very shady, and I don't know what spirits have called on with this.
Listen, my best friend's daughter says to her mom, Shaylin said that her daughter is always like, that's cringy. Like whenever Shaylin says something. So I was really thinking in my head, like, when Marquita was like, I don't know what letter, we really don't know what category. I was like, oh, that's cringy. Like, this is muddy water.
I was about to say, I'm Danielle's publicist. I represent Danielle. Danielle, say nothing. I do not represent Marquita.
I told y'all in the regulars. I see y'all in the comments. The regulars, y'all is in. We all in. Had your jobs. Don't tell nobody where you work at. We was all in. No tweets or nothing I say to come back and bite you in the ass, because I plan on never running for a politician because of the things that I say. Somebody's gonna take me down. Somebody's gonna take me down. I'm gonna lose the election. Okay. So yeah, I just think that it's very, very ironic, because I feel as though, when did you decide that you wanted to become a woman? And was it before or after you won all the medals in the Olympics? Because you was using your male strength now and you wanted to be a lady. So I'm trying to figure out what exactly is your point. Why is this your angle with your campaign? Like, I think you have more to advocate for than you do to ban things because of what you're representing right now.
But I would have to say that she is consistent. Because if you because if you're an avid keeping up with the Kardashians, you'll know that she has always been very conservative, and really her politics don't match with her now identity. And many transgender and LGBTQIA people totally are not for it. So I find it I think it's right on target. I mean, that's right. Go right to the polls. That's what
like they say, right on brand.
Right on brand.
Mm-hmm. I just feel like I don't know what her brand is. I don't know. Is it generic? Like, I'm not really sure. Is this the great value? I'm not really sure when we're talking about brands, what exactly she's doing with her brand. I don't know. I don't know. Did you sell it and send it overseas? Is it a little watered down? I'm just trying to figure out,
Okay.
What brand are you? Speaking of the Kardashians, in whore news.
What you got? Be careful.
2 women. I just said Kardashian, but it's really not Kardashians, dude. It's these girls that's messaging and DM Khloe Kardashian because they talking about Tristan is cheating on her with them. And now leave that lady alone. They posting the messages. Khloe reaching out to the girl. She trying to keep it private. Khloe ain't even said nothing. She might want you to wear some good American jeans. Y'all just, as soon as she hop in your DM, y'all look at Khloe.
What did she say?
Khloe was just like, can we talk? It was to the effect of like, can we talk, but in private? Like, we can talk, but can you not share my messages to the world? And that's all she said, and the girl didn't already. Now she's not gonna hear what you got to say because you ain't even shared.
Here's the thing. I guess it's really all about branding and publicity at this point, because the lady has a baby by the man. I mean, it is what it is. He's always going to be in her life. He cheated on her, whatever the case may be, great. But they're always going to be
still cheating on her. These girls, this new girls.
And it's her choice of whether or not she stays with him. You know what I mean? Like, but he's not going anywhere.
Everybody want to know why relationship is not lasting like our grandparents. Let me tell you why. Cause Grandpa Lester didn't have Handyman's business all over the internet.
Right.
He is not embarrassing her. She might have got a little side eye at the church meeting.
Right.
But she was not all over the internet for the world to judge her. I feel like I feel like kind of the internet is kind of like modern day stoning. Like everybody
is. Okay, come on, Scarlet Letter. Come on, Scarlet.
The spirits.
Come on, Scarlet A.
Look, all of the people that
did adultery
to me. Yes.
Yeah, you act like something came over you. Adultery.
Yeah. That book, it's a very good book.
So I just feel as though like she doesn't have to deal with like girls, just women like whispering about her, anything like that. Everybody from all over the world are throwing their opinions at this girl, and it's just embarrassing at this particular point. And I get it; she want to have more kids. She wanted to be her baby daddy, but at this point, is he taking advantage of that fact that you want to keep him so bad that he can just do whatever he wants to do, and you're still gonna keep him? Like, what is going on?
Maybe she just wants another cute baby.
I mean, she may want another cute baby, but at this point, they're the Kardashians. I'm pretty sure they got some upper echelon sperm in the freezer somewhere. Like,
I think I just think it's silly for us not to believe that she doesn't love the man. How many women stay with men that treat them bad and cheat on them? Let's be real. If we had like an anonymous hand, it would be blowing up.
I don't have to have an anonymous hand.
I mean, the thing about it is, it doesn't negate the fact that it's embarrassing.
It is,
but it's like
and look, but the women that are gonna be like, yeah, my man cheated on me. Girl, he cheated on me too. High five. That's embarrassing for you too. Whether you're a celebrity.
Here's the thing: the most embarrassing thing happened to her. The most. Yeah. Not only did he cheat on you, but he cheated on you with your little sister's best friend. So allegedly he did, but. Right, he did. So the most embarrassing thing has happened. How many other heifers you think there isn't that have reached out? Zillions, probably. Yeah. So that's the least embarrassing versus this. What's next? Yeah. That's like the worst that you can do.
Yeah, that's like I always say to like guys that I date, like, you could never hurt me. Like, this one guy hurt me really bad. You could never take me to that point again. Because it was the worst thing ever. Like, you can't top that. I'm not saying that's what she's feeling.
Right. You know, I'm not saying what he's doing is right. I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying, like, the reality is there's a point in every woman's world where, I mean, I'm just going to go there, where you have a relationship that you shouldn't be in. You have a job you shouldn't go to. You got a best friend that is not good for you. Not nobody on this panel. I am blessed. But I'm just saying, like, there are, okay, emoji. There are people that have best friends that they should not have, you shouldn't have in your world. And the same thing.
That's the word.
So the same thing goes for relationships.
Just relationships in general.
It's just a relationship in general. And I think that it's just a real, let's see what she got to say. I think it's just real to be able to say, look at everything she did for Lamar. If she happy, let her be. What she eat don't make us shit. Yes.
So another thing is Chloe is a Cancer, guys. And everybody's not going to understand the process, like the way we process things it's very different. What we do is not like we're not the average people. We have a heart. We have about 5 hearts. And so then we give people grace all the time. So, she's probably not caring what you think.
I just feel as though because they are Kardashians, this should just be handled a better way. Like, I will buy you a mother-in-law suite, and you just take the whores to make them put their phones in the bag. If that's what you want to do, but stop embarrassing me on the World Wide Web. Just stop embarrassing me.
I think it's important.
The thing about it is it's the jumpiest of the jump offs. Do we still say that jump offs, mixies, whatever y'all call it?
Only jump off I know is that song Joe Budden. Isn't that a song?
What?
Yeah.
The jump off song?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it record skipper?
Oh no, I'm thinking about turn. I don't know. Sorry, come back to me.
Okay. But I was gonna say, are they even back together? So here's the kicker with that. I don't even think they're together.
I don't think they're together either. I think that she just wants his sperm to make another beautiful baby. I honestly think that that's what it is. So they have an arrangement.
Why does it matter?
It doesn't take away from the embarrassment of it all. If he is single and all she wants is his sperm and he's single to do, pump it up. He's single to do whatever he wants to do.
That's what I remember now. That's so good. That was good.
If he wants to do whatever he wants to do, that's perfectly fine. But stop putting me in a position to be.
So really, this topic portion is about him.
It is about him and how trifling he is. It's really not about Chloe. It's just the fact that stop it at this point. Stop embarrassing this girl. When do you say to yourself, you know what? Out of all the people that I could embarrass, she would probably be under the last person on the list.
We only have 7 minutes, but I have a question. This is a twisted question that may start a very long conversation, but we don't have it. So we're just going to try to touch it and then move on. Is he that way because he's a man? Is he trash because he's a man? Or is he trash because of who he is on the inside? Meaning, if he was a woman and he did this, if he was a woman, do you think he would still be a trash individual? Or do you think this is a man trait and he just thinks he can get women like this too?
I don't think that is a man trait. I think that it is a Tristan trait. You see how close Tristan is close to trash? See how it all if you take a few letters out of trash and you take a
don't name your child Tristan, basically.
Yeah, don't name unless you're putting that trash ass values on your child when you name him Tristan. It's too close to trash. But it's just him. It was a joke, guys. Don't send me Tristan hate mail. Well, who in the hell would name their child Marquita? I don't need all this. I don't want to hear that. It was a joke, y'all. I know some really nice sweet Tristans, okay? He just not one of them.
Right. What else you got?
Oh, okay. So
you're used to us kicking you out, but you got
exactly. That's why I don't even look at the time. You're like, we got 7 minutes. I don't even look at that anymore. I don't look at the clock. I just wait to get kicked out. Melinda and Bill Gates are divorcing after 27 years of marriage. That damn payout is gonna be amazing.
Pretty bad.
What's Jeff's ex-wife name? I think this
I don't know her name.
Become like a millionaire when they divorce. Mm-hmm. Bill Gates' wife is gonna become a.
Who are you looking at?
It's real. There's a tornado watch in Atlanta, Georgia.
No, y'all just got somebody else that's giving a warning. They ready for y'all to talk about this Amneville horror mess, and they were like, wrap her up. We're here to make an entrance.
We're here. Okay.
We came here for the show. We saw it on Instagram and we're here. Okay. We saw the flyer. We came for the show. But she's about to be a quadrillionaire probably after this divorce at this point. But more power to her. That's white rich folk stuff. Last thing, I just want to say this to just people out there when they debate about things. Stop debate, and I'll just use this as an example. So the big debate is everyone talking about Michaela Bryan. I think that's how you say her name. I think it's Micaiah. Brian, I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm horrible. If y'all have been here, y'all know I'm horrible with names. I don't say the right jokes, and I'm horrible with names. Everybody wants to debate on whether or not this this 15-year-old child was killed by this cop justifiably. And I just want to say, if everybody would just stop debating, if you listen, everyone agrees on the same thing. It was excessive for him to, that's it, y'all. The next time you talk to somebody and y'all ready to argue about, oh, he should have did this, he should have did that, she shouldn't have did this, she shouldn't have been there. Before y'all say that, just stop and think, like, we're agreeing on the same thing. Him shooting her 4 to 5 times, a child, was excessive. It was not right. I don't care if she had a knife in her hand, she's about to stab. We're not arguing about that. Then y'all want to take it all the way back. Yeah, they was arguing earlier this week. Like, how far are we gonna go? Like, before y'all think that it's okay for a child to be shot. Like, the issue, that's the issue at hand. So just stop arguing over foolishness. I hate when y'all want to argue about politics, Democrat this, Republican that. We all poll, y'all. None of this be making us happy. Everybody who hate the Democrats, they're right. And everybody who hate the Republicans, they're right. But at the end of the day, we're all still poor. So just stop it. Just stop it. It's just not for us. So that was my wrap up, y'all. And y'all didn't even have to kick me out,
Apparently Danielle's gone again.
That she not gone. Somebody is there. She got her own producer. Somebody is there. Who is that? The Golden Casper is in there producing the Yale segment, and we just over here doing our own thing.
I'm here.
Well, we will see you next Monday with more ridiculous news. We appreciate bringing it all for us.
I hope I made you laugh during this time. I hope that I made you think. I'll be back next week if I didn't, to try again. Okay?
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Today's topic is the Amneville house murders. So, yes, she is fancy. She might have her own producer for the show, Darius. He's remember Marquita said he was a producer.
He's always hyping me up.
He's what? Hyping you up?
Hyping me up.
You got your own hype man?
Yes, apparently.
That's kind of dope. So, just to kind of set the scene, the Amneville house murders is, I believe, like one of the most famous haunted house murders in history, or stories in history. Fun fact: me and my best friends, we actually had a summer where we did nothing but watch all the Amityville house murder movies, like the ones that were made in the 80s. And they were super scary. So we decided to bring it up. We decided to do a show on it because it's very deep and detailed. My sister had never heard about it until I introduced this to her. And here we are. There's the house. And this is like real life, y'all. This is a real life story about a man. I want to say it's the son, right? Have we decided that it was the son that they think?
The original story starts with the DeFeo family.
Right. You can go ahead.
Okay. So the original story, first of all, the house is located in New Jersey, maybe?
I think it's New York.
New York. Okay. Yeah. So the house is in it's
Suffolk County. Isn't that crazy?
Okay, yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm. Okay, anyway, back in 1970, a murder took place in this house, and it was the DeFeo family, I believe, that was killed. Mm-hmm. The first family, right?
Mm-hmm. It was the DeFeo family.
Let me stop sharing this screen because it looks a mess.
You can just put one up.
I couldn't. It wouldn't let me for some reason.
Well, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say Ronald DeFeo, he shot and killed 6 members of his family. at 112 Ocean Avenue. And it was a large, what Danielle showed, which was a large colonial Dutch home. And it was in Long Island, New York.
Okay, Long Island.
Yeah.
So the house was built in 1927. Just a little fun fact. All the family members were found in the same position, face down in their beds. And so the DeFeo initially, Robert DeFeo, I believe that's his name, initially claimed that the mafia, like a mafia hitman, killed them. But he admitted that he did it. But at the same time, he said that his sister did it. His sister Dawn, I believe. So that was the first family. I guess that's where the story begins.
Yeah, and what's funny is in the movies, if you watch, there's a movie on Hulu, or I guess it's Stars probably, called the Amneville Murders. And if you watch it, there's a lot of talk about the disagreements between him and his father. So yeah, did you watch it, or couldn't watch it?
I don't have Stars, but I was able to catch something on YouTube, and it says that him and his dad did not get along.
Right, and so they said that he had a volatile relationship with his father, and like you said, he initially said that it had something to do with the mafia, et cetera, but then he made himself look guilty when he tried to find out how he could get his money for his dad's death, for the family's death. So of course, red flags. Some major red flags.
In the interview, he said, like, we were going to get away with killing our parents, but we had to kill, I guess, the other siblings as well, because they were going to tell. So he was like, we could have got away with killing them because everyone hated my mom and dad, but it was the kids that gave us away.
Yep. So this may seem like just a murder story, right? But the underlying piece of it, which kind of excites me and my sister, which is kind of weird because the littlest things like this scare us. We can't sleep. We have trouble. But at the same time, we're fascinated by the supernatural. So therefore, the underlying to all of this is that he was possessed. That's the story.
I just don't know if I believe that.
So you think he just killed all his people?
And then I think that
what about conjuring up people? She was
conjuring. Girl, this is what I was calling to tell you what I was listening to. Okay, so you are probably right. He was possessed. But before I listened to this thing, I just thought he was crazy. He hated his parents. He wanted to kill them. And then he was the spirit that came back and got to the Lutz family and everybody else.
Well, no, not necessarily. No, because he didn't die.
Well, eventually he did. Is he dead now?
Yes, but he died in prison. But the Lutz family moved in further, a little closer in line. So who was bothering the Lutz family? The Lutz family was the second family. And how about with the Lutz family? They were there for 24 hours and their damn dog tried to hang himself. How does your dog hang yourself?
So here's the catch.
What's the catch?
They had
supernatural.
Listen, they had a psychic, but a special type of psychic. You heard about her and how she changed, like her demeanor changed. She had like an Adam's apple forming.
You haven't seen the movie. They did this in the movie.
Oh, okay. So I don't know about the movie.
I'm turned into a whole nother
of the documentary.
Everything changed.
So they said that the reason, so as Tasha said, he was basically possessed. So I'm thinking that he was possessed by this Native American chief, because the land is truly what is haunted, not the house. The house just sits on the land. Just the house is not a home unless, or something like that. A chair is not a chair. You know what I mean? Like Luther said.
Who sang that?
Luther.
Luther?
Oh. Yeah. So basically, the land became an emissions graveyard where they was like throwing out old emissions, I guess, whatever the emission is. They were throwing them out there. That's why in the movie, I'm assuming the people kept smelling something. And that's where that came from, because it was the smell from the emissions. The Native American was so disturbed, the Native American chief, the spirit was so disturbed that he was buried there. And so he was mad that they made that land an emissions graveyard. So that's why he would do all these crazy things, or, possess people, I guess, because they shouldn't have been there. You know, they were colonizers again. So we're back at that.
Mm-hmm. So we were all on the same. We're on the same page.
Yeah, I mean that's where I finally got to.
You said you didn't think that it was supernatural,
but I didn't see that documentary right before I turned. You know, I got on live with you. But I'm saying before I thought he was crazy, and I thought he was the spirit that came after the other families.
Somebody lives there to this day. The house was sold recently in March 2017 for $605,000. It's the listing described it as a stately center hall colonial on Amneville River, large boathouse and 2-car garage, mint condition.
Yeah, but they said that there haven't been any occurrences.
Well, I don't know. Well, nobody's probably going to say it. They're not going to tell you that that's happening. I just don't listen. If you watch I just need everybody to go watch one of the movies.
Listen, everybody don't have stars, okay? Like you.
No, but you could probably find the older movies on YouTube, I'm assuming, because there were original movies. The new movies that are out now are not as scary as the ones that were out in the 80s. And to be very honest, so when I watched the one today, I watched one today for research purposes. And the one today said, exactly, mint condition my foot as well. And rest in peace, Dallas. Apparently, his Supermax dog hung himself. I don't know how these dogs are hung.
What?
How is this possible? I need to find out what the process.
Are you from Texas or something? Because you got a lot of Texas things going on. And I'll be on your Instagram and I'll be like, is he in Texas?
He's in Texas.
Where is he? And that dog that was named Dallas, so he must be from Texas.
Maybe he's from Texas. Maybe he moved home. But anyways, back to what I was saying. What was I saying? I don't even know.
That the house is not in mint condition.
Well, that too. But when you watch the movie, the realtor for the Lutz family, she's like, it's a beautiful home and da-da-da-da-da. And she just said that there were a few deaths in the family, in the home. Did they have a problem with it? So the lady told them that there was an issue and that all these people died. 6 people to be exact. But here's the kicker. He shot all 6 of the people, right? They all died face down, one. And there was tons of gunshots. None of the neighbors heard anything.
So
no neighbors heard anything.
Has to do with. What do you think that?
Because I think it was all supernatural. I feel like they were probably in another realm or something of that nature. Yes, I'm taking it there. I think they were in another realm, and I honestly believe as soon as you walk in the house, you become in another realm. Like the psychic that came. The psychic came and she became a whole other person. Then there was a pastor or a priest or something that came.
It's the Warren family.
Mm-hmm. And he was
I like them.
Yeah, but the priest was not for it. He was like, they had, I don't know if you.
No, not the Warren family. He wasn't a priest, but go ahead.
Oh, no. So in the very beginning, they had I believe it might have been the Lutz family, because technically all the movies, the initial movies that were made were about people moving into this house to find out what happened. Do you get what I'm saying?
Initially there was the Bayos, and then there was another, and then
the movies were based off of the Lutz, I believe.
Yeah, it is, because I've seen an interview with the son, the real son in the Lutz family.
Right. And so what I'm saying is I don't know how true it is, but they say that a priest came. They first started with a priest to come bless the house, because they're like, okay, the dog then hung itself.
Yeah.
So come bless the house. Girl, that did not work out. The priest hit the door and was like, oh, I can't do this. And in the movie, I believe that bees took over. In the movie, I believe bees.
There was a lot of flies in one room.
Yes. So with all that being said, I need to text Shantina and tell her to log on. Continue.
Okay. So I would like to first go back to the Lutz family moving in, y'all. So the Lutz family moved in. It's Carl Lutz, I believe, is the dad's name. It was a family, maybe a family of 5. I don't know, a mother, father, 2 boys and a girl. Something like that. Anyway, the father wasn't those kids' dad. He's a stepfather. He was very militant, like.
I didn't know. He was mean.
Yeah, he was mean. The kids, he didn't get along with the boy. One specific boy, I can't remember his name. Maybe
that's the one that left.
Daniel.
Didn't Daniel leave?
Daniel left. And
At the age of
so,
like 15, his mama said he could go. He
yeah,
didn't want
he
to live with
left.
the ghost.
Because it initially started with him getting hurt with his finger. And a window slamming on it. But the strange part is now, this is where it really gets interesting. Like Tasha said, the realtor said that they knew about what happened up in the house. Carl Lutz still moved his family in there. So come to find out, Carl is, assumed to be a part of the occult.
A cult? What cult?
Occult. OCCULT.
Oh, a cult.
Like the witches and
yes. No, you know what? They talked about that in the movie.
Okay.
They talked about that because he had some, but see, going back to the sister of DeFeo, she had some witchery stuff going on. She was doing some and bringing some things to light because I think they wanted to do something to their dad. I have to go back and watch the movie in detail. Okay, we got some background to Superman. I'll have to go back in detail to watch, but the sister had something to do with witchery, some witch-like things as well. So, I mean, I just feel like, and maybe there isn't any type of anything happening right now, but what if that's because the right energy is in the house? So, because I feel like the sister brought this stuff up. Like from the movie, it looked like there was a lot of stuff going on in their home. The dad was volatile, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like they were trying to somehow find a resolution. And at the same time, the brother was having these moments where he was just like space out. He wouldn't know what was going on. He was just be in his own world. His girlfriend was like this at one point, and he wasn't. I think she might have been one of the people that died because his girlfriend was like this at one point. He wasn't even looking, and she was like, "What's up with you?" And he was just like in a whole nother world. But it was while we were in the house. But the grandmother said that they bought the house and they bought the land. It was a big old situation because one of the daughter asked, like, how do we get this house? And they built the house and they bought, and the family, it was a family situation. But you're right. I think it has something to do with the land and building the house on the land.
Right.
But here's a fun fact, or not a fun fact question. Would if you were the Lutz, would you have moved in?
No, but I don't even move into an apartment that someone lived in alive before me. I only move into apartments that are brand new because of this very problem. I don't know what y'all did up in this house. And to be honest with you, whoever comes after me, I don't know what y'all gonna see when y'all get here. So it's very, it's not fair, but it's true. Thank you.
So I was.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Go ahead, girl. Would you move into the house?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
No, absolutely not. And it's so crazy. When I was a teenager, me and my two best friends would watch this movie at my friend's home, and she has a big old house in the dark corner. And I swear it was just like walking into the Amneville home.
It was not, but at least it smelled like vinaigrette Johnson.
I just have to call her out. Hold on.
Okay, well, why you call her out? This is one half of the best friends that she's talking about. And it was her house.
Movie, and it was her house.
We don't know. We know maybe that's something that she might need to revisit at another time. But with that said, I would like to go back to something Tasha said and how you said that the people who reside there now, maybe they haven't seen it because of the energy. So after doing some just research in regards to supernatural things, I came across Ed and Lorraine Warren, who actually investigated the Amneville house, but they also investigated other houses, other stuff. One thing that they said in The Conjuring 2, The Conjuring 2, The Conjuring, spirits, especially demonic spirits, they don't latch onto objects. They latch onto people.
Mm-hmm.
So with that said, maybe
what's funny is I watch so many scary movies that I know all these intricate.
What do you think about Ed and Lorraine?
What you mean, Ed and Lorraine? Oh, from the Conjuring.
Well, they're real people. They're real family. They're real set of people. Like they really did these investigations.
What do you mean? What do I think about them? I think that's
Do you think-
absolutely cool.
Do you think it's interesting how he was like basically from the church and she was a psychic?
Well, no, that's deep.
Because in one of the Conjuring, he said to her, you know, God gave you the ability, but a lot of people, a lot of Christians,
I know where you're going with this.
don't feel like, you know, you should be able to tell the fortune telling. It's just not. It's just out of question. So I just think that that's interesting that he was so in touch with his, you know, the Catholic Church, and she was a psychic, and they were able to
come together. Well, I feel, and we've talked about this before. I feel like all of it's spiritual. It's all aligned. It's just different ways of evaluating it, but I feel like it's all spiritual. You know what you're believing.
So who in the comments believe in ghosts and demons and spirits? If you believe in if you believe that, raise your hand or something. Let us know you're here. Yeah.
I mean, while we're waiting for them to interact, I don't know. I just feel like there is an afterlife. Let's start there. I feel there's an afterlife, and in this world, things come back, especially if they're not. What's the word? If they're not complete. Yeah, like if they feel they're not done or here on Earth.
When they're stuck in purgatory.
Yeah, they're like stuck in purgatory. I kind of feel like that's where this all goes. If you built this stuff on my land, I'm not happy about it. I mean, he's definitely the person that's causing all this. If there isn't a spirit or a ghost, he's definitely not in heaven. God wouldn't be okay with that. I don't think.
There was a scandal. There was like some scandal behind this Lutz family because a lot of people thought it was a hoax. I mean, they were going on TV and everything, talking about it. They were very open about their experiences, and it started to come off like it was a hoax. They published a book, and there was a movie, and so it just seemed like it was a hoax. But because a lot of experts debunked their stories, I still feel like Lorraine and Ed kind of solidified the fact that it wasn't a hoax.
Well, I think that's just the way the media works. It worked back then. It works this way now. Marquita was talking about it when we were talking about like the Michaela thing. The media automatically wants to go against it. No one wants to say they believe in ghosts. Sorry. No one wants to say they believe in crystals. No one wants to say, I went to church, so I only believe in God. I don't believe in crystals. I don't believe in candles. I don't believe in witches. I don't believe in anything. But guess what? Everything happens and comes from something. So no one sat somewhere and made up a story. And here we go. We have a whole 7 series Charmed episode about sisters that are witches. That didn't come out of someone's butt, y'all. That's like a real story that started from somewhere. And we just have to be more real with each other. It's just it's so imposter-like to just think it's easy. The poor little Lutz family, they only stayed in the house for 28 days. They moved into a home and stayed there for 28 days. That's enough for me to believe that what they say on TV is true.
And they left all their belongings there. So when journalists and like the psychics and priests came to like try to heal the home, I guess, everything was left there. Dishes were in the sink. Toys were still out. Like it was just like they literally picked themselves up and walked out the house and was like, we're done with this. And so I think that speaks volumes too, because they basically lost all their possessions. And the state had to take over the house, I believe.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's kind of unheard of whether or not anyone actually lives there right now. So like when I'm reading online, it doesn't say if someone's currently living in the home.
Well, it just says it was purchased.
Yeah. So I wonder how many families actually lived after the Lutz. It doesn't.
Probably at least one.
Huh?
At least one family, probably.
Probably because there were tons of movies about it and things like that. But I mean, I don't know. I just think that it's a very interesting phenomenon, something that people don't talk much about. You don't hear much about it. I had to tell you the story to make you start to dig into it a little bit. But it was just, I know that when me and my friends came across it over a summer, and it was old then. When we came across it, it was old. But other movies have been made. Tons of movies have been made off of this one story. And of course, there's a lot of stuff that says a lot of it's like Hollywood, and of course, there's fact.
Right.
At the end of the day, I think there were ghosts. I think the poor man was obsessed. He died in prison, I guess. So Robert DeFeo is deceased. I believe
he died this year.
Right?
He died this year, huh?
Most of the Lutz family, are they deceased? I know somebody that.
No, the son isn't deceased.
Oh, that's right. He's not.
He's a little strange, but I don't blame him. The father, Carl Lutz, is dead. His mom is dead.
Yeah.
But they don't mention the other two siblings. They don't come out. They don't talk about their experiences there. Only Daniel does, which I think is interesting. Mm-hmm. And like even the people who were on set, like not on set, but like they were at the house when they were trying to, like, you know, because apparently you have to come up with evidence before a priest comes.
Right.
So while they were trying to get this evidence, things were happening to people, like the cameramans and stuff, and people were getting sick. And so, I mean, how do you explain
it? In the movie, I don't know. I know Mia's watching. In the movie, I remember in the movie where they were hiring people to come in to, you know, hopefully capture. At one point, they left the house and stayed at a hotel because it was just so bad.
But did the spirit follow them to the hotel?
No, they one of them went back to the house for something and all hell broke loose. And that's probably around the time that one of the kids decided, the boy, when he decided he just won't going back. But it was just really bad. Those 28 days were like, supposedly it's true. That part is very true. But they hired people, like you said, to create proof to show like this is what's going on. And think about it, that's the same information they wanted to put out into the media, probably because they didn't want anyone else to move in and deal with the same thing. But then, fun fact, they changed the address. You told me that.
Yeah.
The address, it wasn't originally what it is now. I don't even know what it is now, but it wasn't that. They completely changed the entire address of the place to kind of help.
They told everybody what the new address was.
Told everybody what the new address was, which is crazy. So
there's videos on YouTube of people who live in that area. Like there's one man I like watched him drive to the Amneville house because it was like 5 minutes from his house. He was like, I know exactly where it is. And Tasha does have a Ouija board at home. Not that home she's at, her original home. She does have a Ouija board, and she has used it before, I think. So if you guys have questions, she would be the one to answer those. I can't answer those. I don't know anything about that life. Do you have anything about the Ouija board you'd like to share?
Nope. What do you want me to share?
I mean, have you seen anybody? Yeah, have you had anybody come through?
I think so.
Well, who was it, girl? Tell us. Spill the beans.
Oh, what questions? I got questions. I think I believe, and you know, let's have Mahogany Me keep me honest. I believe she probably was the person that I did it with. But I have a Ouija board. I guess my mom did get rid of it from what she's telling me. And I think my grandmother came through. Like you ask who's here and it takes your little hand just like on TV. That's real life. And it spelled out my grandma's name.
Ooh, that's a long name, y'all. So y'all was patient enough to get that through that name.
CORNETTA.
Okay. And then what happened? Did the Windows table start shaking or anything?
None of that. But at the same time, I'm sure she didn't want to bring any harm to me.
Mama said it's gone.
As it should be.
Girl, you can't throw it away like the Annabelle doll. That doll is not dead.
Well, it never came back, apparently. So it's gone. Okay. Yeah. Is it? Yeah. Is it really gone?
Right. So have you had any other supernatural experiences?
I think I do. I think I still have supernatural experiences, but I can't prove that I know who it is, or you know what I'm saying, things like that. And I've had things happen in my dreams, and then things kind of come to fruition from my dreams. So I don't know. It just depends if people believe in it. I think it's all about what you believe in too. If you don't believe in it, you're also very closed-minded. Not closed-minded meaning that's a bad thing, meaning like you're not allowing that to come your way. So like if the lights flicker, you just might think something wrong with your lamp.
Yeah.
But I might think,
Mama said she had two.
I probably had two.
Why would you have two? What happened to the first one?
It probably happened. I couldn't find the first one, so I bought another one or something. Like I've always really been into like the situation.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Hey y'all.
So there's that. But it is time for us to wrap it up.
Okay, girl.
Everybody got a word tomorrow.
Maybe we should talk about our experiences more on another episode. Personal experiences. If anyone is interested in coming on and talking with us about your supernatural experiences,
Mia remembers.
Yeah, I see that. So, Mia, would you be interested in coming on to talk about your Ouija board experience? Do we have some other stories?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Uncle Chris.
He act like he knows something that I don't know. I don't know anything.
I don't have anything, I don't think.
I feel like you do.
I mean, one time the devil showed up at my dorm room, but he wasn't there for me. So
yeah, I've had a demon show up to my dorm room, but he wasn't there for me either.
Yeah, so. He wasn't there for me. He was on.
I just heard he was there. You know what I'm saying? I heard he.
After that, my cousin came over. Yeah, she came over and blessed the dorm. Put the little oil on the. He didn't show back up, so we were good.
We need to come in and get the blessing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So I mean, I feel like if there is a good, there is a bad, y'all.
Maybe that's a good panel conversation.
It is.
A supernatural panel conversation.
One more thing. The devil has no color, okay? Here we go. I mean, we're not going there, but what we will go is this real quick. Also, I sometimes think that demons come to me in my dream and try to attack me because I often wake up with scratches on my legs, and it's like scratches of like dried up blood. Like it's like, you know what I'm saying? A demon is, I don't even think he's red, guys. I think that's very fictitious, just like Jesus Christ is white. So
I didn't write this.
Who put that? Marquita, don't play like that with us on this show. This is not the show.
Oh my God. Look at Mia. Mia said we got other stories. I don't even remember. So apparently everybody knows about our story.
A part 2 to this.
Yeah, we'll have to have a part 2. Stay tuned for next week. We don't know what we're going to bring you, but we'll bring you something good. Danielle, do you have anything before we go?
I'm just reading up about the devil, y'all. The devil is not red, according to Wikipedia. I just want to put that out there. I think that's some fictitious character that we have conjured up. Just like
the devil is not red, y'all crazy.
And Jesus is not white. So, I want you to take that same stance. I want you to use that same energy.
What?
Saying that Jesus is not white to the devil being not red. Okay?
So what color is he then?
The devil is no color. It is an actual person. Satan.
But you mean he's an actual individual? He looks like me or you.
Well, they said according to Wikipedia. According to I'm not showing the devil up on this here thing right here. No, I won't. I will not subscribe to that. But according to the Wikipedia, which means anyone can be the author of Wikipedia, so please do not take this as Bible. I'm not sure if this is correct, but the devil is an entity in the Abrahamic religions, which is, Christianity and Islam, that seduces humans into sin or falsehood.
That's everybody.
So they're saying even in Christianity and Islam, he's a fallen angel. So, I mean, I don't know no angels that's red.
So he looked like, because the angels look like regular people. So when he was an angel, right?
That was a word. Sometimes the devil comes in many forms and he looks like a regular person. So, I mean, he's
a regular person. So when he fell down, because he didn't perform as angels shall. So he fell down and boom, he looked just like he did when he was up there, and nobody knew the difference.
Oh, because there would be what do they say? Something in sheep clothing. Well, maybe that's where the red come from, because he was burned in hell. There you go.
It's red in hell.
We don't even know if hell is really that bad.
Our viewers increasing because we're talking about the color of the damn devil. Y'all are wrong.
We don't even know if hell is really if there's really fire there. We don't know, and I feel like that's a conversation.
I mean, hell could be here.
Hell is here.
So there could be no hell, guys. We might be here. We're there.
Okay, they'll be like, "You have now died. You are going to be entering heaven. All the bad things I did, guess what? You've been in hell this whole time."
If you have any issues, please see the lady at the front desk, the little old white lady at the front desk. She will help you understand where to live in heaven. Well, what you mean there ain't no hell? Who is the devil?
We just try to put y'all together down there.
The devil comes in many forms. For 4 years, he was known as, what was he? Agent Orange. But then for other years, he was other things. So look, if you'd like to continue to discuss the devil, we do have a seminar in heaven where we go over how you've lived in hell for your whole life.
We're on hell right now, y'all. But I do believe that there is a devil, and I don't want to like make light of that. There is, of course, I believe that there's a devil because there's a God. But I do think that we often give the devil
a lot of power.
Oh, y'all, that's a pet peeve of mine.
I'll be like, oh, the devil's trying to get me today, girl. Is he? It's his fault. It's the devil's fault that you have no bed.
Was it the devil that turned that red light red?
The black people good
God
for that.
That was trying to make you blow down.
I don't mean no harm. Black people are good for that, honey.
Yes, we will blame
everything for everything.
And we will blame everything on the devil, and we will also use God as a cop-out. So here's something funny. My mother everyone's trying to convince me, not everyone except Tasha, is trying to convince me to get the vaccine. So from now on, I've decided to subscribe to the statement, I'm praying on it and waiting for the Lord to tell me what to do. Because when you put the Lord in it,
changes the whole trajectory. It's just you got a pass. It's a pass. You get a pass.
It's a whole hall pass.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, so I'm going to start subscribing to that language more often because that is acceptable in our culture. I'm waiting on God. And the devil.
Why you ain't left that man yet? I'm waiting for God to tell me.
God to give me a sign.
Now, what the hell you gonna say when they say that? Because you ain't nobody over God. So you just like,
girl, well, how long you been waiting? God got called waiting?
Look, have you called him? There's the email to text you, gave you some.
Is there a voicemail? I mean,
maybe I should meet on Zoom because
her discernment is just not here, boo. Like, where's the discernment?
No, he's right. Talking about the vaccine is like talking about religion and politics. It is so messy.
That's a conversation. That's what we'll talk about next week. Then we'll dig a little deeper. And we'll talk about the pros and cons of just the climate that we're in right now. Not even talking about whether you should get it or not. That's your business.
It's your business, and your family members really shouldn't try to convince you. I think that's wrong. I think I personally was part of a convincing army. They took me down, y'all. They came in, and I just went.
Y'all, listen, it's not for the faint-hearted, okay?
It's not, but I'm not a vaccine girl. But I have reasoning. We'll talk about it next week. You know why I did it and all that other stuff. But other than that, I do think it is. These are the best comments ever. You hear me?
My mom, she gonna try to sign me up too, and yes, Jesus can be on the main line, but sometimes Jesus is not available to all,
or he's not available because it's not your time. That's important to understand.
But we don't do it like that. We won't say that. We be like, the devil made me do it. Ooh, the devil said, the devil is out to get me to do it.
We don't acknowledge it.
Yeah, no, we give the devil a lot of power.
He's not gonna sign you up.
Girl, I know you're not. We're gonna fight.
Girl.
Y'all won't ever see me again. I'm like, this damn, I'm gonna be just like my uncle, not ever coming home.
She's putting everybody's business out there.
Who else want it? Who wants
to smoke? My sister's on fire. Look at her. But it's cute though, because real quick, my parents, they have like this way of sliding it in. They like a guy trying to slide in the girl's DM, but they like, the questions are just all wrong. You're like,
no, it's not really questions. It's like, so you put your seatbelt on, right? So you wipe from I want you to tell me. So you wipe from
oh, this made my stomach hurt.
You ain't got gas at night.
Those are our parents' questions.
Their approach is to assume their outcome that they want. So
what you should
so trying to do was
our parents on our podcast. This is hilarious.
That's not what I was trying to do.
You hit him with that.
No, boo.
Okay.
That's not what I was trying to do. That's what I be telling my mama.
Well, I just don't understand why they do that anyways, because they raised us right. So like we already know these things. I know not to get gas, but guess what? If it's dark and the car is on E, I got to go get the gas, y'all. I can't not go get gas.
Girl, they just mad that I'm going to my chiropractor.
Girl, you can't do nothing over there. You can't do nothing right over there.
It's worse things to be worried about what I'm doing than going to this chiropractor.
Kamala don't think there's racism. Like there's other things we should.
Yeah.
Cops still killing Black people. I mean, it's just
barely gets any rest. The people above me are deaf, and they
communicate by tapping. Anybody ever heard that? If you ever heard of communication.
Well, it's interesting. Y'all really want to stay on tonight, huh? What do we have here?
Well, what is going on?
It's evil spirits. Well, you just need a little bit of. You can either get some sage. I got it on hand.
Mine is by my bed.
You can also get some something. You know, the stick.
I can't pronounce.
I don't suggest it because it's becoming extinct, but we want to keep the rainforest going. You can do that. You can, say some. You can say some things.
Smudging would be the first easiest thing to do, and it's easy to find. Huh?
Who was dead? She said we said somebody was dead.
Oh, you did in the beginning. You said they were dead. In the very beginning, you said everybody was dead because won't nobody saying nothing when we first.
Oh, I know. Now y'all right. Now y'all laugh, but we was about to go.
We about to wrap it up on y'all.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So I think smudging. I smudge with sage. And I think that's the best way to cleanse evil spirits from bringing you harm. I think that it's just something we have to understand, that there are people here on earth and there are people that are not here living that we see on earth, and they may or may not bring us any harm. So you just need to stay prayed up, y'all. I'm prayed up on whatever y'all think is, what is
So
that? I can't see it.
I'm just wait. I'm doing my YouTube. Sorry for the glare, guys. It's doing like it's space clearing spray.
Oh, where'd you get that from?
I got it from a metaphysical store in Atlanta called the Honey Pot. It's Black owned, so if you're here in Atlanta, be sure to stop by. Get a little cleansing spray. I use it actually to clean my tarot cards. But it's good to just be like, okay, time to come on out. But when you do that, it's not taking it out, y'all. You got to open the window.
Yeah, I don't know why people think, you know what I do? I open the front door. I open my whole front door with my windows. And I exit. This is the way you go. Right this way. I think it's a nice way of telling them. Just,
I don't know if they are
receptive that way.
Maybe, or they may live there.
Not in my house, because this is not a space. This is a space of wellness for people of the living.
That's not what the dead said.
Woo! But that was a great one, guys. I think
you may have to download that and cut that. That was a good one.
All right.
I really
next week. What we say we talking about? Oh, next week we talking about the vaccine, y'all. So
and then we'll circle back to this.
I think we're going to do a panel. So if anybody's interested in coming on and talking with us about the supernatural, holler at us. So if you know a friend or somebody, you got a friend that might be interested in coming on, but, we don't got time for the people who's scared. This is just a regular us on the, and don't come up here if you're not ready. I need you to be prepared for the camera. That's a whole nother topic, but
you'll get a nice lengthy email that we would prefer you read from top to bottom.
Yeah, we're very thorough around here. We're very professional. So, let us know if you're interested. We'll start looking now for the panel. That'll be great. Yeah, that's fun. I can't wait. But next week is vaccine. The week after that, we'll do that. And then Nick Harrison is coming on.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Nick Harrison from the Four is coming on. Remember the Four with, what was it, Diddy and
the white rapper.
The white rapper, yes. Me and Nick are rather cool. And he just has this new song that came out, Danielle. It's called Predictable.
Well, is it good, girl?
Yes, it's very, very good. Very, very good. June 7th. He gave me a date. I was looking for it. So I locked it. He wanted us to lock us in. He's going to come chill with us. So we got to find something good to talk to. We should keep him up here the whole time since he stood us up.
Yeah, you know what? I don't even want to hear the word stood up. I've been stood up. Can't go there. Anyway, I just need to go check my mail again, I guess. I just think that, that's not for this. That's not for today. That's another topic, y'all.
Yep. Anyways, all right, y'all. Then y'all tell people what to do.
So, thank you for tuning in each and every Monday at 7:30 right here on Facebook.
Last week.
Huh?
I'm sure they missed us last week.
Oh, yeah, y'all. We couldn't do it last week. Thank you for tuning in on Facebook Live, on YouTube, wherever you're catching this. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, on YouTube, and like us on Facebook, our Facebook like page. If you haven't already, subscribe to whatever podcast platform that you use. The apple, the pear, the green eggs and ham, whatever it is. Subscribe. We're good. This is good content and it's free. And so with that said, we come each and every week to pour into you We hope that you are able to go out into the universe and pour into others. Until next time, farewell.